Rules are very good for managing emails. For example, I might want to apply a rule to an email that comes from Mark Adams. If I click on a particular email from Mark Adams and I go up to the Home tab in the ribbon and to the Move group, I can see there's a Rules button. If I click the Rules button, I can create a rule. If I receive an email from Mark Adams with a particular subject and sent only to me, I can choose these various options. But I'll just choose any email from Mark Adams. What I'd like it to do is display a new item alert window, and I'd also like it to play a selected sound, so I'll tick this option. I can then browse for a particular sound, and click open. If I want to play that sound, I can hit the play button. And so it will play this sound whenever I receive an item from Mark Adams. And if I wanted to, I could move this item to a selected folder, but I'll just click OK. So that's creating a rule that applies to a certain email from a certain person. But you can also create general rules. For example, if I'm receiving a lot of junk mail regarding Rolex watches, I might go to Rules and I might manage rules. Any rules I've created are automatically listed here, and so I can easily delete a rule as well if I want to, using the delete button. But what I might do is create a new rule. From here I can say apply a rule on a message I receive, and then click next. I can choose a certain condition or 2 or 3, so I might say I want to specify a condition where there's specific words in the subject or the body. If I receive a message with specific words in the subject or body, I can then click this link and say what those words are. So if I receive a message concerning Rolex watches, I can add that keyword. You can also add phrases. For example, anything containing prescription pills, I could add that also. Or I can click on an option and remove it. So if I receive an email that contains the keyword Rolex, I'll click OK. That shows down here. Apply this rule after a message arrives with Rolex in the subject or body. Actually, I might make that clearer. I'll click on Rolex and I'll change it by removing Rolex and putting Rolex watch, and add, and OK. Alright, so if I apply this rule to when a message arrives with Rolex watch in the subject or body, and then click next. What I can do now is say what I want to happen to that email if it does contain those keywords. What I might decide to do is I might decide to delete it, but that will just send it to the deleted items folder. If I choose permanently delete it, it will avoid the deleted items folder and simply permanently delete it. So I'll click yes, and then I'll click next. I could have any exceptions, such as only if it's really cheap, but I'll leave the exceptions blank and click next. Then I can give it a name. Delete emails with Rolex watch in the subject or body. And I can run this rule now on messages I already have in my inbox, and I can turn this rule on. And I'll click finish. And now I've created a new rule.